I'm gonna have to get used to talking to the selfie stick, aren't I? This is really weird. Hey, it's my turn. What's up? This is Jordan. Did you know I'm divorced? Yes, I am divorced. I was married once, and I'm no longer married. Divorce is usually the process, not always the process that people go to get there from there. But that's the one that I unfortunately had to go through. It plunges me back into this world, this interesting, capricious, wondrous world of dating and intrigue and meeting people. And it's really fun. I've always enjoyed it. It's always been me. I've always enjoyed it. I love women. Did I ever tell you guys that? I love women. Women are amazing. Um, just thank you, women, for existing. You guys are awesome. Thank you. You are by far the better sex. Okay. Um, and just everything about you is pretty great. All right. With that said, something I've been thinking about is this notion of gender roles in dating, in cisgender dating. Just how prevalent, I guess, being a man is in a relationship and what that means. And there's so many things that means. There's a lot of bias that the man is sort of the person to bring up the conversation. There's a lot of expectation that the man is the person to initiate the physical affection and contact. Um, there is sort of a, well, if the man doesn't bring it up or if he doesn't say it, then I'm worried about bringing it up or about like what that might do to our relationship. Um, there is expectation that men will put themselves out there first. That they have to kind of lead with whatever the thing is. Hey, I'm into you, or hey, like, I want this to be a thing, or hey, I would love to, you know, snuggle with you or kiss you or whatever it might be. I grew up with this. I grew up with that expectation, so I think that gives me natural enjoyment of that for most of my life. And then the past few years, I think I am decently. I don't know if the word that comes to mind is upset, but I really don't like it at all. I don't like any of those things. And it's not that I don't mind, starting a conversation, but I think what bothers me the most is that I have female friends that are feel like they are unable to have hard conversations with the people that they're with. And I see this over and over and over again. Some female subjugating her feelings or something she believes, and she's not willing to bring it up to her relationship partner. I've been in relationships where that's been the case, and um, it's I used to think like, oh wow, I only date codependent people who are I'm happy if you're happy with me. That's like kind of the definition of a codependent person. But then I realized many women, dare I say most women, have been indoctrinated with some sort of feeling like that. And I think that is rooted in patriarchy. I have a running joke how often I bring up patriarchy with my friends in my swing dance community, but it really is patriarchy. I mean, men are taught to be sort of confident leader type people, and women are taught to be apologetic and not forthcoming, and they're taught that their opinion is a burden or something that they need to apologetically bring up, and it's fucked up. I mean, there's no other terminology for it. Women should feel that their voice is respected and welcome in any scenario, particularly in relationship scenarios. And I hope that anyone that I'm interested in and that's interested in me feels like they can talk to me. Just say, hey, yeah, you're cool. Let's make this happen. Let's see what's going on here. They have to deconstruct some of the ways that they've been brought up and say, like, oh, well, I felt like I needed to wait for you to say something, or I felt like I just was going to be complacent with whatever you chose to do in that scenario. And it's like, that sucks. That sucks that you don't feel like that you can have a voice. So what does this mean? What can we do better as a society? And I think I say to men, sorry that you have to oftentimes be the person to bring stuff up. But with that power, if you do have that power, or your relationship partner, man or woman or whatever, says to you, or expects that you're going to be the leader or be the initiator. I don't like that term there, leader, but initiator. Take that power and open up the conversation. And here's how you open up a conversation between two people respectfully. Here's an idea. This isn't the only way. Hey, person that I'm figuring this stuff out with, I feel great about what's happening with us. We hang out, it's super fun. We had some good times, whatever. We kissed, we snuggled, sleepovered. We did more than that. We met each other, we hung out in that big group. It was super fun. I really liked that, and I think that you're really great. That's how I feel. What's your feelings about that? What do you feel about me and about just hanging out and about our relationship and friendship? Boom. There you go. It's not crazy. It's not hard. And if someone's not feeling it, maybe someone has a naturally flirtatious personality. Or maybe, like most men, we think that any girl that responds to us is like suddenly like super into us because we'd have no idea how to read moods and tones and all of that, and we don't know how to take a hint. But let's say we totally misread it. That gives the person an opportunity to say, hey, yep, Jordan, that was a fun time playing volleyball on the beach and driving across the country with you. But you know what? I'm not feeling the romantic thing there. I just feel like you're a friend that I would love to have be a platonic friend, and that was great. And yeah, I know that we did hold hands for a while, and I was just kind of figuring that out, and it just turned out to be not really my jam. Wow, there you go. Boom. Here's how not to do it. Ready? Here's how you shouldn't initiate a conversation. Hey, we're hanging out. I'm just gonna kiss you. I don't really know like where we're at, but let's just make out and like see what happens. And then like you'll say something if something's wrong. Guess how terrible that is? It's maximum. That's how terrible it is. There's this thing called consent, and we're talking a lot about it on the internet these days, but it's really important and it's really good. And you probably have heard about consent with sexual stuff, and obviously that's just black and white. You're either having sex, which is where both parties are, or it's rape. Okay, if it's not consensual, it's rape. Period. But there's so much more consent than just sex, right? Because when two people are figuring something out, when they're determining what a relationship might be or become, there's so much that's not known. Like there's this notion that if you're a man, like that it totally kills the vibe. Oh my gosh, what a vibe killer if I said to you like, hey, I would kiss you if it felt right. And then like, oh man, that's such a vibe killer. Wouldn't you want it to just magically happen? Here's the deal. We're not mind readers. How the hell are we going to know when the right moment is to kiss somebody? Okay? I mean, you could wait until like it's exceedingly clear and like do that strategy, and sure, that's fine, I guess. Like if you want to wait so that your relationship's way ahead of your physical relationship, okay, that's fine. But assuming that like it's a normal relationship and you're kind of like, yeah, I mean, I definitely would kiss them, or I definitely would do the next step with them, but I don't know. Guess what? It doesn't kill the vibe to ask for consent and to say where you're at. If you don't have consent, then like it's screwed up. Like you're sitting with the person, neither of you are really knowing what's going to happen. And, maybe someone's unsure. I'm an ENFP, so I kind of like know right away what I'm looking for. But like if you're with someone who's a different personality type, they're a little slower to know how comfortable they are. Then like when you ask someone like, hey, are you cool if I kiss you, or can we kiss? Like they still might not know, and like the pressure of the moment might be a lot. So what am I getting at? I'm saying bring stuff up. It doesn't kill the vibe. Guess what? If you think that asking someone if you can kiss them kills the vibe, Try it. Try asking someone to kiss them and then kiss them. See if like the kissing action, when you both know it's what you want, see if that feels way less sexy when you're kissing someone who's totally into you and totally wants to be kissing you. Something, I don't know, something about someone like really wanting to be with you. I mean, it's pretty amazing. There's so many female friends that I have that are like, like a friend of mine in a relationship or like wanted to be in a relationship with this guy, and he's a nice guy, but he did the normal move. I've seen this move, and he said, yeah, I love hanging out with you. I just don't want it to be exclusive. And so then she says, yeah, I'm dating someone, to all of her family and friends. And this guy is hanging out with multiple women. And that's what he wanted. And she accepts that because she really wants to be in a relationship. And it's like, that kills me. That kills me. Because like, that's not what you wanted. You wanted a monogamous, exclusive thing with him. But he says that he's only going to give you part of himself. You're accepting that because you want the whole thing. You want the whole apple pie. He's like, I can give you a slice. And you're like, sure, I'll take a slice. But like, he put like, never mind. I don't want to go down that metaphor. He's just not giving you the fullness of his apple pie. There's got to be an American Pie joke here somewhere. That's screwed up. And here's why it's screwed up. It's not screwed up that he just said what he wanted and that but it is screwed up that she didn't say what she wanted. And she doesn't feel like she can because she doesn't want to kill the vibe. But here's where I blame him, okay? Most of the time, situations like this, it's between two adults, and I trust that they both are going to do what they want to do for each other. But here's his responsibility. Hey, I want to not be exclusive with you. That's what I want. Okay? The conversation doesn't have a period at the end of that. If that's what you want, then you say this. You say, what do you want? Person that's sitting with me, what do you want? I want something that's not exclusive to where we can see other people. Like, is that what you want? Because guess what? If he asked her this question, she would say, no, I want to be with you exclusively. And if she said that, then that would change the dynamic of their relationship. Because no dude that has any sort of thoughtfulness would accept that. People, like, why would you be in a non-exclusive relationship with somebody who only wants to be with you? That's a power imbalance that's honestly pretty screwed up. But once again, she's lonely. Her heart hurts. She really wants to be with somebody. And this guy, he's older, of course. He just isn't going to commit to her because he's just not going to. He's not into it, to be honest with you. And he just, whatever. He's just okay with taking advantage of that situation. And I think that's messed up. I don't think it's messed up that polyamory is fine or whatever. People can do what they do. I'm not here to sit here and make YouTube videos about other people's lifestyle choices. But I'm here to say that if you can't have honest conversations between two adults that respect each other, then F you. You suck. You totally suck butt. And you should stop and learn how to talk to other people like an adult. So men and women and everyone, all of us, let's get better at having relationship conversations. And please don't believe the non-fact that it kills anything. It's the sexiest, best, hottest, most amazing thing to have conversations about what you're doing. Because then you know where you're at. And knowing where you're at and having consent is the best thing by far. Peace out. Love you guys. I'm trying to press the selfie stick button.